Start the video. We back. How are y'all? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Bam. Okay.
Hi. I am Tuesday. This is my wife, Wavy. Wifey, and Wifey.
Whatever.
Some enthusiasm out of you.
I'm enthused. You don't know my life. The fucker.
Another tense episode here in the Wifey and Wifey household. Will we survive the madness? Well, may never know.
She picked this up, and I was like, "Damn, that's gonna be real loud on the recording."
It's not set up.
It's not recorded yet. We won't survive.
Damn. Wow.
If she do what she want to do, we not gonna survive. I'm gonna push her on the floor. Y'all gonna see it live and in color. Yeah. Anyway, what y'all do today? How are y'all? Like, comment, and subscribe on this video. I watched the Tomorrow War, and it was actually pretty good.
I watched about 30 minutes of the Tomorrow War, and it was kind of in the middle towards the end, but it seemed pretty good. Like
30 minutes, all the end. That movie is 2 hours and 18 minutes long.
It was very interesting, the part that I did see, so
pretty good.
We recommend that.
It's on Prime, so you know,
Yeah.
if y'all like that type of thing.
Just sign up for free. Amazon throws free trials at you all the time, so whatever. But yeah, y'all know what we are here for, the podcast. Yes, I heard you. The podcast?
This is just water, by the way. Nothing special in this cup.
Yeah.
Very thirsty.
We just got home from dinner, so full bellies, need some hydration. The kids are asleep. Amen.
Not resting in the back for once. Actually sleep.
Yeah, so we about to get this podcast popping for y'all.
I'm drinking flavored water. Orange flavored water. So you know.
Nestle gotta cut me a check before I drop in that video. I'll cut that out.
I didn't
I'm just saying
say that. You said that. I just said it was flavored water.
They gotta cut me a check if they want to be mentioned. Put my hand up like that.
Oh, my stuff in the glass. So I don't think y'all saw what I poured. So I think I'm good. Anyway, we're recording now. Who knew? So it's podcast time. Ow!
You ready for the podcast?
I've been ready for the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you talking about you cutting it. You better let these people know who the real me is. Let me be free.
This is my wife, y'all. In the flesh. I married her. Happily.
Y'all lucky I'm talking to y'all right now.
What they do?
She know I be going in the silent mode. I'm
What
not
they do
talking-
to you?
They didn't do nothing. But if I can't talk to you, I can't talk to them either. Because in order for me to talk to them through a podcast, I'm talking to you.
No.
I have a conversation with you.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. What's the podcast? It's us talking, right? Us having a rapport, talking back and forth.
You want me to give you a solo episode? You got it?
Yeah. It ain't going to be today. I don't even remember what the topic is. Oh, there it is right there.
Commitment issues.
Well, I can't have that as
you
solo
need me.
episode.
I'm the one with the commitment issues. I'm the one we cheating on bitches. You need me now. See? Girl? I apologize, you guys. I don't know what's going on anymore.
It don't matter. Doesn't matter. Comment down below. Just comment down below. I don't care what y'all comment. I just need somebody to comment down below.
I think she needs some moral support.
Because what the hell am I going through?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, we gonna do the podcast for real this time. I ain't got time to play with her. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another irritating day.
Oh.
With Wifey and Wifey. I am Wavy, and this is Baby. Say hello.
Hi, my name is Tuesday. Wavy married me because she loved me. I'm not irritating. I'm loved. And I'm just gonna throw that out there and keep saying it until she remembers why we fell in love. But in the meantime, welcome to Wifey and Wifey podcast. Me and my wife get on here, irritate the hell out of each other, but somehow end up having a good time. Good?
Yeah, mostly, I guess.
Yeah. You can also check us out on YouTube, where there's more footage of our nonsense and buffoonery. I'm pretty sure that's a word.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime,
The writer, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
She's pretty sure that buffoonery is a word. As the editor, I will say it is a word.
This is the first draft. This ain't a final draft. This is the first draft. It'd be rough sometimes.
I don't care.
Yeah, so we'll get started. Keep it moving. Today's episode is about commitment issues. That's the only reason Wavy hasn't pushed me off out of the studio, aka our couch. I'm the one with the issues. She's here to love me through them. Should I ask you how you're doing?
You can ask me. I'm gonna answer.
Hey, baby. I love you so much. How are you doing today? My beautiful Nubian princess queen.
I'm fine. I was off today because I was kind of sick yesterday.
That's true.
So I took a day off to rest and relax my body and mind. And I've been fine until Donica started messing with me right before this video. And, other than that, we Gucci. How are you?
I'm good. You were here at home with me. So that's always fantastic. One day you'll not have to work and you can just look at me all day.
I'm not going to look at her all day.
What are we doing this for?
We're doing this so I can look at you all day? No, I'm not.
Was that not the plan?
Do you look at me all day? Did you look at me all day?
I mean, kind of. I could type and look at you.
You didn't look at me all day.
I bet. The kids was here. They was distracting me. But anyways, it sounds like we had interesting days being in love and shit.
We in love.
And
people can get on your nerves when you in love with them. Yeah.
I'm pressing them buttons tonight, honey. Yeah, but we will get started on commitment issues.
Yeah, all of that. Let's talk about it.
Last week was self-awareness. I'm self-aware to know I've had some commitment issues in the past, and in some aspects still do. How did I work through that? I don't know.
I don't have commitment issues.
Yeah, I fell in love.
I know a lot of people with commitment issues. We can speak on it. When we get on this platform, not all the time do we have the problem that we're speaking about. But
today is the day that I have that.
Guarantee you that we have enough experience with it, either being on the receiving end, or having somebody that we're very close to having that same issue. So we have a good understanding of most things that we speak about. We try not to speak about things that we don't know about, because that's dumb.
Try to know at least a little bit.
I'm not gonna give y'all any advice that I wouldn't take myself, and when I don't know what I'm talking about, I just mind my business. You know what I'm saying? So Donica has bullet points as usual for commitment issues, and the first one is, what is the cause? And there's a plethora of causes for commitment
I think there's
issues,
a lot of different things.
It's definitely personal what the cause is, but just to list a few for the people in the back that's not listening, paying attention, or confused. First thing first, you could have commitment issues over big T or little t trauma in your past, i.e. watching your father cheat on your mother for 20 years of your life.
Or hypothetically, I don't know anybody who's done this, but your dad having 12 kids by 10 different women.
that. Or
Might can cause some commitment issues.
I can't stand this girl. She is really.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. She on one tonight, y'all. We pushing the envelope today, y'all. We really are. Anyway, continuing on. You can have commitment issues over bad relationships that you've been in that have not worked out. Being cheated on yourself, or just not believing that love is out there for you can also cause you to have commitment issues, especially if maybe you haven't had bad relationships, but nothing's just been the one where it sticks and you just feel like nothing's ever going to work. So why put in the effort? Commitment issues.
Yeah. Definitely. I think a lot of people with commitment issues, it's like self-sabotaging. They don't believe in love for whatever underlying reason, whether that's trauma or like past relationships that didn't work. Also, personality type commitment issues. Definitely in relationships, I've had like commitment issues in the past just because I didn't want to be in a relationship, and there wasn't a reason behind it. I just didn't want to be in one.
I mean, that is a reason.
I mean, yeah, I just didn't want to be in one. I mean, I still have like issues with committing to like even like signing paperwork for like cars or apartments. It's like, am I gonna want this in this amount of time? Like cars, it's like 5-6 years, and it's like, ugh, that's a long time to commit to one thing. Jobs, even though I've been pretty much at the same couple jobs, the last job I had, they asked me, can you commit to 3 or 4 years to this job? And I said, no.
Y'all want to know something funny?
That's how long I was there, but I didn't commit to that shit. It just happened.
She was there 3.5 years.
I was just like,
legit 3.5 years.
It's not that I can't commit to things. It's just the idea of committing to it. It's anxiety. It's like fear. It's like a fear response. Like, nah.
Yeah, I know what
she ain't doing all that. Nah.
You know what she did though? She proposed and we got married.
Hey, I mean, there's hope. There's hope for all of us. I love her. I do love her. You know.
Yes, y'all. She did propose to me. That did happen. She was the oldest, so it was only right.
Yeah, she told me that I needed to propose. This is a tangent. We're gonna fall down the rabbit hole.
Also, I wasn't gonna propose to her because Donica has commitment issues. Why would I set myself up?
That's smart. She told me that I needed to propose. She didn't mention that, but you smart, girl. That's smart. That is smart. Because if I wasn't ready, what was the point of asking? And I was all nervous, like, what if she says no? But yeah, I don't know. Marriage is a commitment, but you can opt out of being married. You have to choose to be married, like want to be married on a daily basis. So it is a commitment, but at the same time, at least in my reasoning, and maybe this is just my fucked up logic to make myself feel better, it's not really a commitment because I don't have to be here. I want to be here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you say.
Yeah. Does that still sound commitment issue?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I mean, but not really, but kind of. Like, the way I help my brain to feel like I don't have commitment issues is to tell myself on a daily basis that I don't have to do this. I want to do this. And this is how I talk my marriage up. But you are really just coming with the hits today. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
I love you so much.
No big deal. No problem.
You're the light of my life.
Okay. It's alright. We're moving right along.
Oh, God.
We're just gonna move on. And
maybe this was a bad topic.
You guys can disagree with me if you want to. Y'all could be like, no, she loves you and she's just I'm just perspective. It's all about perspective. Perspective and perception. It's cool though. I love her.
Yeah. I choose
And
you.
I am not that shallow or particular. Lucky for her. So it's cool. We're just going to step into the next portion of the commitment issues topic. Let's do this.
Get over it, or you're going to die alone.
You gonna get over it, or
I'm here, baby.
she's somewhat gotten over it, and she's not going to die alone.
Yeah. Granted, I'm not. Who was it who said that there was the greatest fear is dying alone? That's not even like something that I think about. And here's the reason why I don't think about it. I don't think about dying alone because despite my commitment issues and how nervous I get when I'm signing to pay for a car for the next 5 years, when I think of myself old, granted I'm not that old because I can't see that far in the future, but I imagine my wife by my side. That sounded so good.
I'll be there. Whatever.
Cool. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. I'd like you to.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Stop trying to uncommit to me while you committed.
I mean, I don't want to pressure you.
What's the pressure?
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Get over it or die alone. If you want to be in a relationship, you cannot have commitment issues. You see how bad I'm struggling right now?
Anyway.
Podcast people, you hear the struggle in my voice?
Anyway, she's saying get over it. What she means is get help so that you can do better.
Yes.
Okay? Remember when we talked about self-awareness? You guys remember that? Get some. It helps.
Figure out why you have commitment issues.
And then you remember when we told you guys to go to therapy?
Yeah,
we've probably told you guys that quite a few times. We're on like episode
that's like our main platform.
20
is like,
and a half
hey,
right now.
You should like be self-aware to know that you maybe need therapy.
Hey,
and that's it.
I was talking.
Sorry.
Anyway, we're on like episode 20 and a half right now. Be self-aware, go to therapy, fix your commitment issues, right? And just to be specific, because a lot of people like to be like, I don't have commitment issues. The right person just had to come along. We're not talking to you. But if the right person hasn't come along in 10 relationships and they all broke up with you for the same reason, you're the problem.
Ooh.
Fight me. Anyway, just saying. We're not talking to the person that doesn't have commitment issues but hasn't found the right person because of whatever reasons. Yeah. We're talking to the person that is self-sabotaging their relationships, that is coming up with the craziest reasons why they can't be in a relationship, not even sabotaging one, but not entering into one to begin with. Excuses, right? When you do actually want to be with somebody. Mostly, you know? Yeah. But yeah, find a way to move past your issues. Figure out what the problem is, whether it be trauma or whatever. And figure out how you can fix it and move on and thrive in a relationship.
Yeah, in this bullet point, it says get over it or die alone, but you could really plug in anything. It's not just relationships. The problems that you have internally, emotional and mental problems, they kind of bleed into every aspect of your life. So commitment issues, it's not just relationships, it's bouncing from job to job or moving to Atlanta because you think it's going to be different there, or it's just anything, friendships, family, you just keep...
when we talk on this podcast, mostly we're going to talk about romantic relationships because that's what we are. We're a couple.
But
a lot of the stuff we talk about can affect your life in so many aspects, just like Donica was saying. Friendships, family relationships. So take all this stuff and just be better in every aspect. It will help you.
Definitely. This is a question for you. How do you have a relationship with someone who is afraid to commit? Did you always know that I had commitment issues?
Kinda.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty open book about stuff, so.
I'm pretty observant.
Yeah.
Just from being around your friends and hearing stories and from you and them about like past situations. The most recent situation before us,
Yeah.
stuff like that, just kind of all put together. For me, the easiest way to be with somebody that has commitment issues, but you know that they want to be with you and you want to be with them, is to not push unnecessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want to move their relationship so fast when it's not necessary.
Yeah.
You don't have to move in with somebody after you met them for a week. You know, you don't have to say I love you on day 3. You don't have to propose to somebody after you've only known them for 8 months. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything doesn't have to be on this time clock to a destination with somebody who's not moving at the same pace as you.
Yeah.
I feel like we've kind of spoken about this in the previous episode. I can't remember which one. But basically about how you can't push somebody to something they're not ready for, basically.
Definitely.
So, you know, whereas maybe a couple who neither one has commitment issues, maybe they move in together after they've been together for 8 months. And maybe they get engaged at 2.5 years and then get married and then have kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if your partner has commitment issues, but they're trying, they're working through it, and y'all are still okay, maybe y'all don't move in together until y'all been together for 2.5, 3 years. And maybe y'all don't get engaged until y'all been together for 6 years. And maybe y'all get married 1.5 years after that or 2 years after that. As long as y'all are both okay with the timeline and communicating your needs and issues, that's what's gonna get you through a relationship with somebody that has commitment issues.
Yeah.
And even as much as Donica says she has commitment issues, her issues are not as bad as some other people's. I think it's probably because we were so young when we got together. There was a lot of trust involved in our relationship. Also, just circumstances and situations that kind of
like pushed us
together and along probably faster than what she was comfortable with, but not so fast that it made her want to run away.
Yeah.
I also didn't push in those situations. It was more like, okay, we can do this, but these are other options as well. Donica's also a fairly logical person, so that helps.
Yeah.
When you have somebody that's dealing purely on emotion and that doesn't know how to think and their impulses are bad, they tend to be a little bit more difficult. And I don't have the answers for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good with emotions either. I'm great with like comforting somebody, but I can't do it.
I would say I do have commitment issues, but because I'm more logical than impulsive and not driven on like emotion or even ego, just kind of like logical steps that I see, it's not that bad. You know, it's if I might be nervous about it stepping into a situation, but if someone can like explain it to me and give me reasonings why, it kind of puts me at ease. Even perfect example, the two of us moved in, we signed a lease together within like the first 2-3 months of knowing each other.
Yes, we met in April and we moved in together in June.
So yeah, that was fast, and I was really nervous about not even necessarily moving so fast, but living with a girlfriend when I never had before. And I think it maybe was like moving too fast too, moving too fast. But I mean, I was open, not necessarily about my worries, but just kind of asked her, like, you know, are you nervous about this? And I've told this story before. That's when she told me, she was like, no, because if it doesn't work out, I can just live back with my mama. And
I still don't remember telling her that. No matter how many times she says it, I don't remember it. But it sounds true enough. Sounds like something I would say.
And honestly,
but what you also have to take into consideration is that there's other things we could have also done, right? Yeah. But at the time, it was like, let's lay out all our options. What would you like to do?
Yeah. So, I mean, even in saying that, it was like, okay, I'm not stuck here if I don't want to be here. We could break our lease. I can move back in with my mama as much as I don't want to.
And mind y'all, we were young, but we both had good jobs. And this this was 10 years ago almost. Our apartment literally was $600 a month. So one of us could have been perfectly fine living in that apartment by ourselves.
Yeah, so it wasn't. And that's what, logically in my mind, I was like, okay, there is
options.
There is an option. There's a risk of, you know, emotional pain, but I can pull myself out of this situation if it goes bad. Spoiler alert, it didn't. We fell in love more and more each day. Okay. But to kind of back you up, I would say patience is definitely key to being in a relationship with someone with commitment issues. But important thing, it's good to be patient, but it's also really good to have boundaries, and have really good set boundaries, which Wavy has and has always had. People will treat you the way that you allow them to treat you. In the past, I have walked all over girls with me, my commitment issues, and my hoe tendencies, and not felt no, now, never mind, nothing about it. And they let me, and it was a great time for me, and I didn't stay with them, and I just kept it moving. The first woman who really like set their foot down and like, you cannot do this, you need to straighten up, I married. And people who are kind of like me, who have commitment issues and just spent too much time out there hoeing, that's almost always how it is. Like our straight friends that say, like, it feels like I fixed him for the next girl. You fixed him. You didn't have any boundaries.
You don't have any standards for what you'll accept and not accept. There was no boundaries for your relationship and what you would allow and not allow. So you did.
Yep.
You know?
So you gave him all of those good traits, and the first woman who told him no, that's the one he wanted to be with. Because he felt like he could respect her. And granted, we should be respecting everyone, but I'm just trying to tell you how it is. Set boundaries and be firm about it.
Yeah, for sure. There's something about loving and respecting somebody that's just different, right? Because even when you don't want to be with somebody for the rest of forever, you can still love them, right? Definitely. Man, I love this girl, but she's not the one.
Yeah.
But when you're in a healthy relationship, there's a modicum of respect that's involved. You have to respect your partner. You have to respect their boundaries. You have to respect their feelings and the way that they want to move in this world, in society. And when that doesn't happen, it's hard for somebody with any type of commitment issues, let alone trauma or anything like that, to trust and move forward in a relationship.
Yeah.
It just makes it almost impossible.
Yeah, and I think it's hard to just switch from not respecting boundaries and not respecting someone else's feelings and only thinking about yourself to switching, like flipping a switch and trying to care about the other person.
Yeah.
I think that's really what it is. But just my 2 cents.
I mean, it's always just our 2 cents, which is 4 cents.
4.
We're rich. I'm rich, bitch.
All right then. Yeah.
You know, so that's our take on commitment issues. If you have them, try to fix it. If you don't want to fix it, that's your business.
It is.
You grown. Can't nobody tell you what to do, and believe that with your whole heart. Don't ever let anybody tell you how to feel and what to do. We're just here to try to help.
Yeah, I'm married with commitment issues, so my wife puts up with me for the most part. She side-eyes me any other time, and she ain't afraid to cuss me out. Let's just be honest.
Not at all.
At all. So
Just did it before we got on the podcast.
exactly.
We're here. I give 0 fucks. What you gotta realize.
Yeah. So
0.
that's that on the commitment issues. Anyways, thank you guys for coming to the pod. We appreciate you, your love, support. Make sure you're liking and commenting and reviewing and following us on all the social medias. We're at Wifey, the letter N, Wifey. Everywhere.
Except Twitter.
Yeah, I don't really know nothing about Twitter. I ain't never tweet no twats before. That seemed kind of dangerous. My commitment issues, that seemed like a slippery slope to me, personally. But everywhere else, you can find us. We out here.
Oh my god. This girl said she ain't never tweeted no twats. And I have an issue with this. But we are just gonna pretend like it never happened.
This
Let's
is gonna be
move
the
on.
episode. If y'all don't see another episode after this, you know what happened.
What happened?
You kicked me to the curb.
Oh my god.
You finally got sick of me.
Oh my
In the meantime,
gosh.
in between time, we sure do appreciate you. Last episode ever of Wifey and Wavy.
My god.
Hold my hand, baby.
Girl, let me go. Get off of me.
Alright, you guys. Thanks for showing us love, listening to the pod, watching the pod on the YouTubes. We appreciate you.
We out of here. Peace.
Is that twit and a twat? Is that what it is?
I hate you. That's right.